All right, 135. Okay. All right, let's see if we can lift 110. Yeah, that was a bit tough. I don't know if I can go any higher than that. So now I'm gonna head over to High Point Climbing Gym to test out more of my strengths. They have bigger weights, especially for dumbbell presses for the chest. But I want to say a couple more things about strength to weight ratio, because I don't want to be misunderstood by my audience. Losing weight to climb better is not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if you end up putting yourself in a situation where your overall physical health suffers. And that includes your mental health as well. If you end up in that situation, then obviously it's not worth it. But my intention for climbing is to have better physical health and better mental health as well. And my claim is that I can achieve this by dropping down to a body weight of 145. Now, that's not an easy thing to do. And just because it's not an easy thing to do doesn't mean that it's not going to be healthy. I want to climb with a body mass index of 20. So I think for me to be at 20.0 is about 143.4 pounds, I believe. And so when I say 145, I really mean 143 to 145, kind of bouncing back and forth there. And again, I know that a lot of people hate talking about body mass index because the claim is that body mass index is just an out-of-date, archaic, inaccurate thing that the medical profession came up with. It may be the case for a small percentage of people, but for most people, if your body mass index shows that you're overweight, you are overweight, actually. For most people, that's the case. And then for the small group of people that have so much muscle mass that it shows them as overweight, a lot of those people are on performance-enhancing drugs, and so they don't count either. Now, the ones that are natural, that have that much muscle mass, they're a minority. But why would you base your physical health parameters on the minority? Chances are that you do not fall in that category. Now, as an anecdote, it is quite accurate for me as well. When the body mass index shows that I'm overweight, I indeed am. My body fat percentage is a lot higher than I'm comfortable with. I start snoring at night. I develop acne. My allergies get worse. My joints hurt more. My cardio sucks. And so there's actually no benefit to me being at a body mass index of 25, I think, which is the cutoff for overweight. On the lower end of that, there's no way I can be at a body mass index of 18 or something, or 17. I forget actually what the lower end of health is. But that would also make me very small. At the lowest that I can get to is probably 20 and still maintain overall health. And that's why I'm picking that number. And according to my data and self-analysis, that's where I can be and still sustain health. Probably at a body fat percentage of 7-8%, something like that, with quite a bit of muscle mass still, and hopefully with enough strength that it would enhance my climbing ability. So the two main numbers that I'm after to improve my climbing are body mass index of 20 and being able to pull 135 pounds minimum with each hand using the Enigma grips. That will give me the finger strength to weight ratio that I want in order to do a climb like Necessary Evil within a timely manner. I think I could do Necessary Evil at 155 pounds actually. But it would take many, many sessions, and I would probably have to live in the area for a couple of years. But that's not what I'm after. I want to climb at that level, even though technically it is not my style of climbing. Small, bad crimps where I can't use much of my upper body strength to compensate for. I still want to be able to climb something at that level in a timely manner, meaning in 3 weeks or less, basically. And so the reason that I want to get better at climbing overall is because I don't want Necessary Evil to be the hardest thing that I can climb ever. If it was something like Realization, the 515A in France, then okay, I would spend a lot more sessions on it, and maybe that might be my limits. But I don't want Necessary Evil to be my all-time limit. All right, so let's test 1 rep max on dumbbell press. I'm pretty sure I can get 90s. Yeah. All right, well, actually 90s went pretty easy. So I'm gonna try hundreds. And if 1 rep is easy with hundreds, then I'll see if I can do a couple or more. All right, that definitely felt like it was my max. 2 reps. Can't do any more weight, can't do any more reps. So that's good though. I don't need any more strength in the pecs. All right, so next, it's gonna be some reverse flies. We're gonna do 3 movements. First one, we're gonna hold to our ears. Second movement, hold out like this. And then third movement, we're gonna hold backwards. Let's hold to our ears. That's with 30s. That kind of hurts the elbow. Ooh. All right, let's do 40s. I don't know if I can go heavier than that. Okay, well, we're gonna try 45s. Let's see. Well, I kind of did it, but the form definitely broke down a little bit. We'll say between 40 and 45 is the max on that. All right, second reverse fly movement, 20s. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. Pausing at the end. Let's see how 25s go. Yeah, I don't think I was able to get the 25s high enough. Definitely a breakdown in form there. So we'll say 25s. In between 20 and 25 is my max there. I think behind me is easier, so let's do it with the 25s right away. Okay. can go maybe a little bit heavier on that. Here's 30s. Yeah, definite breakdown in form there. For that movement, we'll say in between 25 and 30. Next, let's do biceps. I'm feeling pretty warmed up, so we'll go with 40s right away. Okay, that was 40s. I'm pretty sure I can get 45s. All right, we're gonna attempt 50s one time, and that will probably be my max. Here we go. Yeah, that was pretty hard. Okay, let's see if we can get it from the side. Okay, yeah, that's definitely my max. Broke down in form a little bit there. Triceps next. This is with 40s. Okay. I'll do one more rep. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get 45s. 50s might be tough though. 45s. Yeah, 45 was tough, but I think I'll have a go at the 50s anyway. Okay, not quite. So 45 is my max. And next up, we're gonna do some lateral raises. Okay, 20s. '25s. I know that 30s is probably going to be my max. Okay, here we go, 30s. Yeah, it's definitely my max. All right, that completes it. That's the major muscle groups, the upper body. We'll see how that changes from 162 pounds to 145. Later.